Good evening, traders. Welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal, and you're watching Nifty and Bank Nifty short-term view. I hope that the Diwali festive season was amazing at your end, as it was at my end as well. And in the last few days, I have not been able to post a video, and the main reason is as it was a festive season, and also there was nothing much to share actually in the charts. But today, it seems everything has changed with a massive gap up in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Well, in terms of trend, we can see that as of now, the trend is up in the hourly as well as in the daily time frame charts. But in the daily time frame charts, I can say one thing, that the gap up, the way it has happened, it was not expected. It surprised me extremely. In terms of RSI, if you can see this, that there was a V-shaped rally, and generally these V-shaped rallies do not sustain, but somehow this time it has. And it has not just sustained, but it has also given a massive pullback. Now, after this pullback and after this massive gap up, it seems that in the short term, we are at a resistance. This 261.80% Fibonacci extension is at 19,687 or 690. And as far as the hourly chart is concerned, yes, we are pretty much overbought, overstretched in the extreme short term. Even if we have a look at the 15-minute shorter term time frame chart, we can clearly see that there is some sort of higher high in price and lower high in RSI. And it seems that we are a little bit overstretched. Some sort of consolidation would be really good for the market in the next 1 or 2 days. And in fact, if we close this gap, this particular gap which has been created over here, 19,577 to 19,447, if this gap is closed, then I guess it would be icing on the cake, but probably it will be extremely ambitious to, think or even hope that this gap should be filled, and after that, the rally should continue. But yes, some sort of retracement or some sort of consolidation would be really nice for the market. And once we close above 19,700, then probably we'll start looking at higher levels. Now, in terms of the daily time frame chart, if we see especially this, if we see this entire channel, let me try to highlight it for you. You can see this entire channel. So generally after this breakdown, there was some sort of pullback, and after this pullback, it should have been a downward trend. But instead of that, we have been able to close within or inside this uptrend channel. So this is a false breakdown, first of all. And if we consolidate and if we continue the rally higher, probably we could also see some sort of, short-term short covering happening on the upside. Now let's have a look at the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is looking slightly different than Nifty. Currently, the price has taken resistance at 61.80% Fibonacci extension, and there is also some sort of price cluster which is acting as a stiff resistance for Bank Nifty right now. If you look at the hourly time frame charts, again, the price is also trading at 261.80% Fibonacci extension, which is at 44,400. So again, if we want to continue higher, if the rally wants to continue higher, it is extremely important that we have some consolidation, or we, fill this gap at least. And after that, if the consolidation comes to an end, then a proper rally will be established on the upside, because I am generally not a very big fan of gap ups or gap downs, because what happens in gap up and gap downs is not much volume is generated and just price keeps moving on the upside or on the downside. That's what happens. All right. In terms of index, if we check, then IT and Realty have continued to rally, and especially if we check the Realty pack, it looks extremely overstretched. If you are a swing trader and if you are trading Realty stocks like DLF or any other stocks in the Realty pack, I guess it's time to trail your stop losses pretty aggressively, because you can see that the RSI is trading somewhere around 77, 78 levels, and it looks pretty much overstretched. One thing, if we look at metals, is now this is one sector that if it starts coming down, from here, because we have already seen a negative candle, if it starts coming down, especially from this gap, and it starts retracing again after this pullback, then it could put a little bit of pressure on Nifty. But if it manages to close above this high with a big green candle and continues to rally, then probably it will be overall nice for the entire market, because this was one of the index, metal, another one was IT, and a little bit of Bank Nifty. These three indexes were the major constituents were putting actual pressure on the markets. All right. So I hope today's video has helped you to understand how markets can move in the coming days. Overall, as I said, I'm not a very big fan of gap ups and gap downs. And if you want this rally to continue higher on the upside, then some sort of consolidation or even a short-term retracement would be really nice in the market as of now. Trade less, trade wisely. Thank you.